Okay, I'm back. Trying to throw something together in the kitchen. Treat it like I just watch it. I'm here. Oh. All right. I know I got this a good little distance off. Just go get it go. Maybe I should change it. I'm really and truly believing that they created live for people that sit at home and talk to themselves. Let me see. Is this better? We get my broom and stuff together. Somebody be talking about, why you don't put your brooms against the wall? Why they sitting over there? Because they just sitting there. Because I put them there. Woo! Get some of my bed out the way. This is your privacy. All right. Let's see. You ain't got no followers, you ain't popping. All this work. Let's see how this works. Let's get myself together. Yeah. I'm off and go back in. Maybe the way I put my stuff together, I still be something like that. I need to take culinary arts. I'm not Chef Boyardee. Hey. If you tuned in, I'm going to tell y'all what I got going on right now. And it is the fact that I found that people will watch you doing nothing on YouTube. And some people probably getting paid for it, which is interesting to me because I literally, when I was on my shorts, messed around and found a lady sleeping. And then I checked back with the lady just to see if she sleep through the whole live. And this lady literally sleep through the whole live. That's crazy to me. On top of the fact that she got so many followers, it make me wonder how the hell she get followers just to watch her sleep. So, what y'all that's tuned in finna do is watch me wash dishes. Nah, I'm just playing. Not wash dishes. Not wash dishes. I'm really finna try to cook. And if you know me, which a lot of y'all don't, but the two or one that's on here that probably do, you know I'm not cooking with Kaya, let alone Chef Boyardee. That is not my thing. If you need me to write a song for you, I'm your girl. You need me to try to sing a song for you, I'm your girl. But other than that, I'm not that girl. Right now, what I said I was gonna try to cook, and I don't really do meat like that, so don't judge me. And I will let y'all see how I cook, but like I said, I'm not cooking with Kaya, and I'm not Chef Boyardee, so I ain't gonna have everything y'all looking for. Okay? Hi. Yo. Yeah. So, what I got right now is 1 pot of boiling water. And I'm not going to go through each instruction because, once again, I am not that girl. I have to keep reminding the ones that pop up in here thinking I'm finna know what I'm doing, okay? Hi. I don't. Well, I got a idea, but I'm not that girl. I don't be in the kitchen all the time. There's my first mistake. Making sure my noodles is not cramped up together in this box, so I shook it out versus me just pouring. And some of this might be for giggles too, because I play entirely too much. Hey, I play entirely too much, but I'm gonna make it happen. I want to think about it. So, rice, beans and rice, they came in a container because I thought about, you know, doing them from the bag, but I didn't leave no beans in the, you know, bowl of water overnight, so I'm not gonna wait 6 to 8 hours for it to be ready for me to cook. So I got it in a container. I'll show y'all that, even though I said I wasn't gonna go through the process because I'm not a cook or nothing like that, and I don't need y'all thinking y'all on here finna watch somebody actually put down in the kitchen. No, I'm finna do what I do, okay? If you not what Cardi say, the type of girl that cook in the kitchen, you don't cook, you don't clean. Now, I cook to a certain extent, but I don't cook. You know what I'm saying? Cook. No, I just cook. I do what I can for me and my babies to survive. So yeah, if you're not that girl as well, put a hand up in the chat, high five, heart, whatever it is, because I'm with you. We out here, okay? You're not by yourself. So yeah, let me go get this beans and rice and show y'all what it is. While my noodles is cooking. So this is it. If you want to just get something that's already there, you can get it from Rose. If I tell you what I'm cooking, you promise not to judge me? Because like I told you, I'm not cooking with Kaya. And I'm not that girl. You know what I'm saying? So right now, what I'm putting together is, I got to cut up the cabbage. I did not prep nothing, so y'all finna see this thing full throttle from the beginning. And that sucks because my nerves already bad about what people might have to say about my cooking, but a whole half of me don't really give a, you know. I would never. Yeah, so yeah, in the kitchen. Swan, in the kitchen. That's the location. Obviously. So like I said, I play a lot too. Got these boiling. I got this cabbage from Rose, but this cabbage look a little sus, to be honest. The cabbage look a little sus, but at this point in America, everything is sus. We gotta die one day. That's how I look at it. We gotta go one day. Maybe me eating this food might make my process a little sooner, but once again, we all gotta go someday. So, when we say absence from the body is present with the Lord. God, be creator. So I think I'll be satisfied with it, however it turn out. Alright. Cut my cabbage. And yeah, I got this mini butcher knife. I like this knife. It do the job for me. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay. Sunday. I don't like no funny looking pieces in my cabbage either. No funny looking pieces. Okay. That's weird. I guess that'd be the thing that people don't be caring for when they be on social media. The bots and the trolls. Hey. Get that together. Ooh, for that one that was asking what I'm cooking. And I said I wasn't gonna tell you because I ain't got time for no extra comments. But a whole half side of me don't really care. What I'm going for, and for those that just joined, once again, I'm not the cook, I'm not Kaya. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I do, or what I learned how to do. Through experience, through having to learn how to cook for my darn self. I wasn't in the kitchen with my mama when she was cooking. That was more of my younger sister. She was always in the kitchen. Me, I don't know what I was doing. Probably trying to go outside. See what life be like. So I ain't get too many of my cooking skills from my mama. Which sucks. So if you a younger person and you watching this, please pay attention to your mama in the kitchen if you plan on doing something for yourself when you get older. Trust me, you don't need it. Might not seem like it now, but it's a lot of work that lady do in the kitchen that you are unaware of. So yeah. Right now, I'm cutting up my cabbage. Just cutting it up. That's it. Because I'm going to use that same pot. Y'all see that one pot on the stove? As I was saying earlier, I don't have too many dishes because I don't work with too much. I don't be in the kitchen cooking major meals for 13 people. I just be cooking for me and my 2 babies. That is it. That is all. And we be managing. Next time I'm going to show you how to make some, for those that ain't familiar with that struggle life, beans and rice, or beanies and weenies, little small stuff just to get you by, just in case. People think you can't survive if you ain't got no lobster money. You can survive. Yeah, you better survive. Don't be thinking no suicidal thoughts when these people go to increase in lobster to $21 or however much. Listen, you can still survive. It's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. Sure. People that been in a recession since before the recession, shoot, they ain't thinking nothing about it. Everybody in chaos, they're so used to this high life living and stuff like that. It's really not that deep, y'all. We still surviving out here. Us lower level people, we good. We not stressed about nothing. Aside from the fact that the groceries keep going up. Okay, so in that pot, which is good. Nah, I'm just joking. Let me stop for somebody that's running. Flag me, troll me, and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's going in there. I need to get my rice. That's wild. The things people say when they don't know what to say. So this is the rice I'll be using one more time. I'm going to put it in a pot. That's the only reason why I'm showing it again. I didn't go through the whole process of soaking beans because I didn't put my beans in a bowl the night before, you know. So I got to do a quick process. You can get this in the Jamaican Haitian section of Rose. I I didn't even know they had everything sectioned out. The Goya is in one section with the Spanish stuff. The regular seasoning is in another section with the American stuff. Like, they got a real separation going on in Rose. I'm right here looking for regular kidney beans. If I want the kidney beans that they sell over in Mexico, I gotta go down the Spanish aisle. Like, I gotta figure out which beans I want or which beans are safer. And at this point, anything but American beans will be fine with me. I see made in the US, I instantly think cloned or just genetically modified. Like, I don't trust these people. But I'm here, so I ain't really got no choice but to live how they forcing me to live. And yes, I still use faucet water, y'all. I still use faucet water. What don't kill you make you stronger. Look at that. Bean. Yeah. So that already comes with its seasoning in there, but I am gonna add a little onion powder and garlic powder. Onion powder, garlic powder, and a little Creole seasoning to this. Yeah, because I want my own taste. I want to taste something too, because I imagine that to be a little bland regardless of if it come from the island. I know it was manufactured, so I'm going to go ahead and spice it up. And I might add a little Tony's Creole seasoning. So yeah, the rest of my onion powder gone. Yeah. And with the comment section, I prefer real life individuals and having real life conversations while I'm trying to get this meal to go. Once again, it's gonna be mac and cheese, cabbage, beans and rice, and the salmon. So that was onion powder and this Tony's and some Creole seasoning. So tell me something good. If you tuned in, tell me something good. How you feeling today? I'm always gonna ask that question whenever I go live, because the people that are in tune or that are tuning in to me, I want to know about them. I don't want to be just having people commenting, and I'm never able to get around to the comments. I think I answered one question about what are you cooking. I answered that like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, I'd be a little skeptical about the people that's watching. On top of the fact that it'd be different if it's somebody I don't know. I'm good with the people I don't know watching me. But the people that I do know that don't send a hey or nothing like that, that'd be the crazy part. Like, what the hell going on with you? That you can't reveal yourself. Or you won't. That's creepy. But yeah, if you tuning in, if you don't mind, reveal yourself. Let me know what your day going like. What's your goals for the week? Ooh. Right there. What we doing? I said I was gonna use that one pot for my cabbage, but I guess I'll close my pan. I guess I will use my lid. That way I ain't gotta worry about trying to squish it down with the lid. Get the potatoes cut up. Please follow me. Swan Halter, is that what it is? If you tuning in, if this is who that is watching. Ugh, not seasoned. My mama say it ain't seasoned. If you ain't seasoned, it ain't seasoned. So I take that as a good thing, and it must not be seasoned too well because I felt like I had to sneeze, but I didn't. No bueno. Okay, so let me get these potatoes diced. Y'all gonna see me circling around the kitchen because I don't have everything in one place. This ain't nothing edited. And as I'm gonna keep reminding y'all, this is not Cooking with Kaya. I am not Martha Stewart. I am no kin to Chef Boyardee. So What you see is what you get. And while you on this channel, I think it's this channel that I got that song on. It might be one of my shorts or something like that. If not this channel, then it has to be Ebony 8. It's a 3 for the E. BONY. Add a Q&A sticker or spontaneous. I don't feel like doing that right now. This is not what's going on right now. Yeah, but definitely got a song on one of my pages. Done had it out for like 2 years. It's not a legit song. It's just something I recorded and posted to the internet. Maybe 5 years from now, somebody will pick up on it and get to hitting me up to buy it or something like that. You know how we do. Yep. So yeah. It's what you see is what you get. If you want to go listen to it, I believe that it's on Ebony with 3 for the E, BONY, and the number 8. Just go look that girl up. It's on there. You want to hear with the music, I can sing it to you right now, a portion of it, and then y'all can go check out the rest when y'all feel free or when you feel free. All day, low-key, that's me always. Oh no, I'm way far from peers, in my own lane, shifting gears. If you know, then don't forget, on my toes like Paris. Oh, I like it so much. In the game like who got next? I ain't them, don't confuse it. I pop out natural with no mess. I should probably, you know what? I guess. Hold on, let me see if I can put it right here. Kind of give a better view. Nah, not really. Not really. Y'all be alright. Got a little bit of the pots in there. Just a little bit. And I'm not super fancy. Definitely got this type of vegetable oil. Just to sit on the bottom of my pot. Then get this together. If you don't know, then don't forget. So that, I don't want no extra vegetables in my cabbage, so I'm not gonna do that. All I'm gonna do is put my potatoes in there, put my cabbage in there, and let it go for what it know. You know, I don't really put no extra water in it. Well, I do put some chicken broth in there. That's after I put my cabbage in my pan. I did rinse the cabbage. And I'm gonna transfer it over. Yeet. And make a mess while I'm doing it. Keep in mind, this is not Kaya. And I'm no kin to Chef Boyardee. Neither Martha Stewart. So let me do it how I do it. I would say keep your comments to yourself, but it wouldn't be the internet if you didn't. I mean, if you did. So don't do what you do. If you're just tuning in and you're not Suwan, if you don't mind putting your current mood in the comments, in the chat, whatever. Your current mood with an emoji. What's your current mood with an emoji? How about we do that? Current mood with an emoji. Let's get to know each other. Let's find out how we all doing today. What is your current mood with an emoji? If you can find it. I'm so glad I got a, look. I got a pet vacuum. If y'all ain't see it, there she go right there. Yeah, I got a pet vacuum. Food eater. She comes through every now and again. Sometimes when she don't when she don't want it, baby, she will not eat it, and I have to come clean just behind it. Or clean up after myself. I ain't them, don't confuse it. I'm natural with no mess. You can't buy what you possess. What you see is what you get. Yeah, what you see is what you get. Okay, so I messed around and did not saute my potatoes, but guess what? That's okay. That is okay. They will get seasoned regardless. So, put the potatoes on there. My pan is on 6, just to get the heat going and get the juices flowing. I'm finna remove these elbow noodles for this macaroni and cheese. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Hey, once again, current mood with the emoji. Who won? Since you're the only one present at the moment. How you doing? How you feeling? Your current mood. If you're not a bot, your current mood. That is what we want to know. The way AI working at this point, I would hope that you ain't even on that type of time. Getting in my face and stuff. This type of thoughts I be having, fooling around with the life we live in today. Can't trust nothing. It's terrible. Okay, so my mac and cheese. Turn that down because we don't need it up like that right now. That's my beans. A1. Okay, turn that down. Let it simmer. One go in the void, let it cook. You definitely won't do that to my cabbage though. So what I'm gonna do with the cabbage is add some no Creole seasoning. I'm just gonna do the all-purpose adobo. Yeah, come with all that in there. It's an all-purpose seasoning. So let me see if it tell you. Salt, garlic, what that is? Anti-caking agent. Well, that's a black pepper, oregano, and turmeric. It has all that in there. So really, if I wanted to, all I would have to use is that. Only if I wanted to, but I'm gonna add a little extra to it, so I want to put a little color. Okay. That little homies, a little pig. Okay. And then where is my paprika? Yeah, that. And then I'm gonna add some, what is it called? Stew. What's it called? Broth. Yeah. And then let it cook. Might have the same lid. Pan is big enough. Come on. Okay, so that this has already been used. Into my pocket. I don't think I'm gonna make no corn with it, but I might. My baby don't even be eating corn with it. Okay. That's me. Every time I hear my water running, it's soothing to me. So whenever I'm cooking or washing dishes, I always have my water running. Even though back in school they used to be like, oh, who that was? Barney. No, I never let the water run. I let my water run. Sometimes that's the best way to do it when you're brushing your teeth. Make sure everything that was in the system prior to you using it is cleared out. So that's what I do. And I feel you talking well. I let that mug run. And hopefully by the time I actually start using it, whatever was in the piping system got cleared out. I don't know. This is my perspective. That's how I think about it. And yes, I still use whole milk. Nothing organic. Whole milk. Like I said, we all got to go one day. Whether it be through health or other circumstances, you know? We all gotta go. And to be absent from the body is present with the Lord. So wherever I use these phrases, we all gotta go. Just know, I mean that in the most effective way. Like, come on now. Right here trying to stay somewhere where they torturing you and ruling over you and stuff. I'd rather go somewhere where I'm literally free versus you talking about you saying I'm free and the whole time I'm not, you know? That's a delusional being if I knew anything about being delusional. Hey, oh my gosh. Hey, Swan. Swan. Okay, so get myself together with my cheese and stuff. I'm only using one cheese. Usually I use Colby Jack. Usually I use Colby Jack. Don't use Gouda. I have not got that fancy. But usually I use Colby Jack and some shredded sharp cheddar. Right now, that's not what I'm doing. Right now, all I'm using is sharp cheddar, which I recently found out that I don't really be needing all that cheese anyway. I only need sharp cheddar. I just got to make sure that I put them enough milk and eggs in it. I won't say the butter has any effect to it because the butter just do what it do. Keep it a little loose, it's all plumped up. Yeah. So I will be using shredded cheddar. Excuse me, sharp cheddar. Some of you gonna eat that? Some are looking at me like, all right, I pick and choose what I want to eat. You don't tell me what to do. Even though I do. I govern over her. Whoa. It's kind of toasty in here. That's why I'm a little overheated. Like I said, it was supposed to have been cool today, but really that was not the case. Where's my baby? Okay, so I pour that in there. So I'm gonna need that. And I get my cheese involved. And I'm gonna add some sour cream. I like the way it smells. Okay, and they say if your mac and cheese ain't slopping, it ain't bite nothing. So we're gonna make sure this thing is sloppy. And get some sour cream. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay, a little sour cream. Like a dollop of daisy. That's how we doing. Alright, and if you tuned in, don't forget to go through my channel. I got a couple of different things on there. I got a couple of channels, honestly. I got like 2 more of them. Ebony, wait, that's my Instagram. Ebony Elevated. Ebony Elevated 3.0. Make sure I put a little seasoning in that. A little paprika. A little garlic powder. Nothing fancy. Walmart brand. Nothing fancy. Okay. And a little, just a little seasoning salt, because I don't like my macaroni and cheese super salty. Alright, and whip it up. The only reason why I keep saying this is because it's during 6-7 keep popping through my head, and I don't really know what to look to that. There's so much propaganda going on these days. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know if it's like a legit thing to be worried about, or if it's really not and people just talking. Fear tactics and all that extra stuff as usual. Should I use this or my other pan? Let's see if I can eyeball it. I think I got enough to do this pan. Let's see what it do. Okay. Y'all hear that slop? Yeah. That means I did a good one. Spread it out. Make it look like something. Honestly, I don't even really have to put this in the oven. My baby don't even care for it. My baby don't even care for it to be in the oven. So I'm just doing this for me. And I'm all hitting too. Okay, so once again, I'm not cooking no meal for 14 people. So if you tuned in and you wondering why it's just a small dish, because I'm not cooking for a full house. I am cooking for me and my two, which is 3. Okay? We don't take a lot. We don't need a lot. It don't take much. One of my babies don't even eat for a lot of the stuff I just cook. I'm gonna have to throw her some baked beans on because she be real funny. This time it would be nice for me to have some type of mozzarella cheese, because I do like the cheesy effect when it do come up out of the oven. Alright. Brace myself for something I wasn't even ready. I mean, didn't even have to brace myself for. It's people. People give me anxiety. Oh, I think I am gonna make some cornbread. Let it cook. Let it cook. So typically, I said I wasn't gonna put no turmeric in there because the adobo had turmeric seasoned in there, but now that I look at it, I'm gonna add this turmeric because I like the way the color is when I do put it in there. Like, I like the way it gives that orange. It looks like it's well seasoned when you have the coloring in there. Like, that's what being melanated is all about. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The more color you have, the more, you know, in tune I feel like you are. You know, I was the darkest kid in my mama bunch. She had 3 girls. I was the darkest one, and mind you, me being the darkest one, and it's still an effect to in these days. But it's like, dang, it's like the darker you are, the more lovely or the more intriguing you are, is what I want to say. Because being dark skinned was always an issue. You know what I'm saying? It was made an issue. If you darker toned, it's like, ugh, get away from me type stuff. Ugh, you ain't really cute type stuff. Whole time, you holding, you know, the better part of life. Not even knowing it. It's just the fact that people frown upon dark skinned individuals. The lighter you are, the more, what they say, like when people wear white, and they figure that it's a color of clean, being clean. It signifies a clean slate. Just white is considered clean. Which, if you look at it here, you would completely understand why white is clean. But like, if you look at it, who made white the clean color? This world, man, everything based off perception. If you can influence a person to believe that the sky is blue, then guess what? It's blue. You can influence or convince a person that the earth is flat, then to them that earth is flat. If you can convince a generation of young men that being a YN is the thing. Wait, first of all, the YN acronym is crazy. YN, young nigga, crazy. I don't even know if we able to use that that while on live, but I'm saying it's crazy to me. That is wild. So you want to walk around, even though this word was frowned upon by our people for generations and generations. Our people back then did not like being called the N-word. And it's like, it's crazy because they gradually put it on us for it to be acceptable. And then we, being the people that we are, we accept, you know what I'm saying? Over time now, because at first we'd be like, you got me up type stuff. Whole time, the more you beat it into a person, and this is called programming, the more that you beat it into a person, the more that they accept it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Christianity or any belief that you do have. You know what I'm saying? If somebody beats it into you enough, and I don't mean a literal put their hands on beat bop boom type stuff. I don't mean that. I mean if they continuously feeding you it. Feeding you the same indoctrination, feeding you the same thing over and over and over. Guess what? You're gonna accept it. You are gonna accept it. And then you move accordingly. And this is what it is in this government. Like how we got billions of people, and that's crazy because I don't watch the video from the classics in Orlando where a guy, and I saw the comment where the guy was like, that's wild, or he said whatever he said, that you have like 4 or 5 police officers taking down 2 black men, or however it's set up, and you got a crowd of people. I'm like, a whole crowd of people that ain't doing nothing but got their phones out recording everything. Recording. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. Whole time recording. But us as a people, we so lost in the system or lost in the sauce that we don't band together to overcome the foolery, the buffoonery, or whatever you want to call it. We don't band together. We so separate or divided that we can't see straight. We can't even think straight. We're so divided. And I can't recall what that scripture is. A house divided. I'm not sure, but I know it's in the Bible. I don't know, but they got sayings, regular sayings as well. United we stand, divided we fall. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. If you hear this stuff and you really ain't considering it, then you just out here blind. You know what I'm saying? You out here sleep, as they will say. But when you become more aware, and once again, this is like a third eye type of thing. When people think about third eye, they think about something really opening up on your forehead. No, it's the knowledge that you're receiving, the knowledge that you're becoming more aware of. And when you do become aware of it, you start to pay attention to the things that people say, to the things that's going on. Not too much on the politician thing, because all this shit is just a title. It's just a title. We got people that's actually just doing things. You know what I'm saying? They got this title, but they're actually doing things. Bump the title, it's the stuff that they're doing. We only got a title to know what to call them. But what I'm saying, and I hope I ain't just throw myself off, it's just like when you become more aware of this stuff, you start to pay attention. When they say things like united we stand, and divided we fall. Because us as a people, us being more than them, and when I say them, I mean the higher ups, the people that are over us, that basically set this pyramid where it breaks down the incomes and you all know what I'm talking about. I don't have the words. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to do too much with it. Just, if you know, then you know. I can't call it right now. So those people that have that pyramid where you got the elites, and then you got the upper class and the middle class and the lower class, those people that set that pyramid are few. And we are many. And I don't mean that as the evil legion type stuff, but if I want to go into some junk like that, which I'm not sure how accurate this is, but if I wanted to go into that, it would be all over the place, because I know how people function. But at the same time, just to point a look, just to pull something up out of that we are legion thing, you know what I'm saying? That demon was damn near undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't nobody, you talking about going up there and talk about, oh, I'm finna cast this demon, I'm finna cast that out. Everybody was damn near scared. They were scared. They like, wait a minute, and hopefully I got my Bible stories right, but when he like, Paul, I know, but who are you type stuff, meaning that you ain't really, you know, whatever you think you got on me, you ain't got nothing on me. It's a legion of us. And I say that because it's a legion of us as people. You know what I'm saying? Lower class, middle class, upper class. Upper class might think they're elites. So they really don't count. They think they got it made because they, you know, they not stressing like how we stress it. But us as a lower class, we are many. You know what I'm saying? So if we were to ever choose to band together, unite, change our perspective to where it works in our favor, we would become the elites. We will become the elites. And it's wild to even think like that. But at the end of the day, if you know, you know. You know? If you know, you know. So yeah. Yeah, man. That. Okay. Come through for the girl. One time for the one time. One in attendance, but I think I'm gonna save this video because I really feel like I talked. I actually said something worth saying versus me trying to get to know the people that are watching, which I want to do that too, but it'd be the trolls and the bots that I just cannot do. Rice, cabbage, mac and cheese. Let me get these dishes clean. Yeah, I can't do all that extra stuff, all that fake and phony stuff. I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. We're living in a world now where it's like, what was I talking about the other day? Fake flexing and flogging. That's all that go on. Fake flexing and flogging. False information. All that. Fake flexing, flogging, false information, all the evidence. It's just all out here. And we just soaking it up. Nigga, like potatoes and gravy, nigga. I mean, what are those biscuits and gravy? Nigga, just sopping it up. I really don't know if I'm supposed to be using that term on here next up, because if I try to say it, they're going to mess one up. Block it and do what they do. But we all do it now. It's been normalized. It's been normalized. Shoot, it's been normalized. And that's crazy because they done got us in the habit where, what is it, desensitizing us so much. That is wild. They desensitize us so much that now when you see a person, well, it all depends on if you're an empath or you have compassion for people and stuff like that. But once again, they done desensitize us so much that if you on social media and you see a person getting killed, a person laying in the street, dying in real life because somebody caught it on camera. And this is why I believe Kendrick Lamar was like the revolution will be televised because everybody is on their cameras. Everybody's trying to catch something. Everything is being recorded. So when you're watching these type of videos and you don't cringe or your heart don't feel no type of way, that should let you know. But I don't know if you paying attention. Once again, you have to be aware in order for you to even peep something like that. You got to be in tune with yourself and your environment. Where you at? And those of you in America, you know it gets critical out here. We already in a battle. And we talking about a physical battle, nigga. It's deeper than a physical battle. It's bigger than a physical battle. Shoot, we don't even know how the war going on over there in Ukraine because they done digressed and put your attention on celebrities or put your attention on Nicki Minaj speaking at the United Nations. And once again, that always just grinds my gears or whatever because I'm like, really though? Really, this is what y'all want us to tune into? Y'all gonna use these influencers to pull our attention to this. But what happened? What happened while she was up there doing what she was doing? Talking to the barbs and stuff. What was going on? What's going on? Anybody know? If you know, drop it in the comments. But stuff like that, man, it just really, I be like, man, what the flip, God? Like, what I'm here for? What is the purpose? And then, when I say stuff like that, I always have to reflect back, go on my memory bank, and understand that nothing happens for no reason. So, the fact that I'm even on here talking about this, and if YouTube allows, I plan on posting it. I'm pretty sure somebody else gonna fill in the blank as to what happened, why Nikki was up there speaking to her barbs and talking about how they need to stop doing this to Christians and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, Nikki, they doing it in America. They doing it in America. It's just not the way that they claim it's going on over there in Nigeria or wherever it is. I don't even know. If you know, then you know. I don't even be watching the news and stuff like that. That's when I know. That's how I find out certain things. It's only when it's trending. And you would wonder why it's trending. This is what they want you to watch. When you see it coming up in your feed or whatever, the stuff that constantly comes up with the government and stuff, this is the stuff that they want you to see. But you have to wonder, what about the things they don't want us to see? That's when you have to question. And you know what's crazy is the fact that they tell us not to question God. Don't question God. It's basically saying don't question the government. Whatever they do is what they do. That ain't none of your business type stuff. When we the people that y'all governing. We gave this opportunity to them back in the day when they was trying to tell Moses that they needed somebody to govern over them. And I hope I'm getting my stories right. If not, then correct me. Shoot, Moses was like, y'all don't need a deity. Y'all don't need stuff like that. You don't need it. Everybody around there, we need give us the golden calf. Give us the golden calf. Whole time the creator, I'm talking about the main source. And I don't know how that go because we only know bits and pieces of what they've given us to go off of. You know, they feed it to us. As long as we accept it, then that's just what it is, you know. So the creator, if the story is as told, and it's tough for me to say it like that because I want to believe in what they provided to us biblically. So it'd be hard. I'd be all over the place when it comes to this stuff. But one thing I do know is that you're not supposed to put your trust in man. I take what my soul resonates with when it comes to that Bible. You know what I'm saying? Not everything I agree with. Not everything I take into a literal sense. You know what I'm saying? But when my soul resonates with it, when my spirit resonates with it, and because my spirit is a gift from God, I have to understand that me and my spirit are in alignment with this word, with what this says. But if my spirit kind of shaky on it or something like that, that lets me know personally that it's just not for me. And I'm not saying that I just be discounting things that I don't want to hear. No, I take everything into consideration and I discern. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Lord. And I go to God because I'll be like, okay, I don't want to be out here just wandering, you know what I'm saying, and accepting things that I want to accept. No, I need my spirit to lead me, and this is what I try to do I try to do it almost every day. I try to allow my spirit to lead me. And sometimes it gets difficult because sometimes I kind of just want to just go with the flow of life. But when you go with the flow of life, that junk, it leads you to a dead end, honestly. It leads you to a dead end, have you trying to figure out things on your own and letting your flesh lead you and stuff like that. So we can't be moving like that. It has to be a spiritual thing because we are spirit first and then we are in the physical. You know what I'm saying? Without a spirit, without my soul, I don't exist. But you see my physical, you see me. I be having conversations with my people. I be like, this whole thing right here is a me, myself, and I type of thing. Me, myself, and I type thing. So I basically makes the decisions. I make the decisions. I make the decisions. Myself is within me. You know what I'm saying? And me is what you see. That's what you see. You see me. But I make the decisions. Myself. You get what I'm saying? If that make any sense. It makes sense to me. But and a lot of things that make sense to me might not make sense to a lot of people. But I'm infamous for saying I ain't for everybody. So boom, boom, boom to the salmon. All right, now this salmon come from Aldi. And I know y'all might feel some type of way about Aldi. They do be having salmon like they got their own farm somewhere. But guess what? We all gotta go someday. And like I said before, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord or God. So I don't mind. I don't mind. Not one bit. I think I'm gonna make some cornbread. Ooh. Now mind you, I'm around here talking about people on what's it called? Instagram. Baby, let me tell you something. What I just found out is that you gonna need to add some more cheese in that macaroni cheese. Cheddar is not just it. And I didn't stop and get no I did not get the Kobe Jack that I normally get because I was just moving throughout the store and forgot to get it. So this macaroni and cheese gonna be what it is. I wasn't gonna show it, but we just gonna let y'all see. Yeah, it really don't look like it's much, but when I tasted it, hold on, let me see. When I tasted it before I put it in the oven, it was here. Now what I'm gonna get after that, I have no idea. But yeah, running my mouth, just running my mouth. Lives got to be for people that just be having a lot of internal dialogue. It gotta be for us. For us to speak, get it out. You gotta get it out. Boom, boom, boom. Summer, out. Out. I wish I had a lemon, but I don't. Since I don't have a lemon, I'm gonna have to do this thing the way that I do it. And yes, with my salmon, I like to put a little oil at the bottom because I like my corners a little crispy. Yep. A little crispy and a little seasoned. Yeah, I do. And once again, I'm not cooking with Kaya. So everybody that ever tuned in and watch these later on down the line, know that what I do is for me and me only, baby. Ain't nobody got a gun to your head trying to make you do it this way. None of that. None of that. You do how you do. You just do you. I'ma do me. And what is his name now? If you know his name, drop it in the comment section. Because by the time I post this video, I will not be talking about it no more. I'ma do me. I'ma do me. And it's not Rocco. I know his name, but I can't call it right now. It's Jesus back in the day. Them boys. They tried to hold on to it, but we got going on now is some real deal warfare. It's some real deal warfare with the music. That's wild. Because with Jeezy, Plies, Rocco. Well, Rocco was one of them. You know what I'm saying? He was underrated, but he was definitely one of them. Definitely one of them guys. But Jeezy and all them other guys that was turning everybody into thugs, everybody wanted to be a thug, they was prepping the stage for these YNs. And I don't even like to call them that because I don't know about that term. I swear that acronym, I'm not, it don't sit well with me. Yeah, it don't sit well with me at all. But yeah, they were prepping the stage for this movement, this drill and shoot, I don't know what they had going on in Chicago for them to come up with some junk like this. I'm trying to think about the other rappers in Chicago. I thought they was all on R. Kelly time. They don't mess around and brought this younger generation out, man. They on demon time, as they say. As they say now, and I don't think they telling no lies, and it's sad because they think it's a good thing. That's another wild part about America. It's opposites day every day in America. The hell, how you gonna walk around talking about you on demon time? And it's really for my culture, my type of people, and those people that are trying to fit in, because we the ones that's really being manipulated out here into thinking that this is acceptable. Demon time. You mean to tell me you gonna take the whole negative part of the Bible and make it a positive? That's wild. And we don't think nothing else. We think it's cool. We think it's cool. I'm sorry, I gotta get this clip. Mind you, this is my kitchen. I do what I want. You know, I ain't got no cooking board, none of that. It's my kitchen. I do what I want. You got a problem with it? You go in your kitchen. You tell me how you cooking things. You see how that works. It sucks because I don't do it until now. I don't even know what to keep this up. I can. Let me keep this really deep. Yeah. For the most part. Yeah, my pan ain't long enough. Get this wiped off right quick. Ooh, that's long. And what if I can cut off the beginning of this now? Because I ain't really talking about nothing now. I had my little moment. And that come and go. Because I don't get too involved in this stuff. I just be trying to take this life one day at a time. I try not to even get too involved in life. It don't do nothing but stress you out in the end. Let me tell it personally. Everybody on this earth got problems. Many different from others, you know. If you got money, you stressing about being lonely. If you got somebody, you stressing about money. Like, it's always gonna be something. Always gonna be something. You can't, it's like this world is just, I mean, not even this world. I'm just gonna say life at times is just set in place to torment. Like, if you ain't stressed about something, like, you ain't even existing at this point. And look at the people in Hollywood. They got money and they stressed about baby daddies, or they got money and they stressed about getting more money. Just crazy. Just crazy. Because the wheel don't stop turning. The wheel of life does not stop turning. Yeah, so I'm about to wrap this up in a minute. I'm glad whoever sat with me to get it done. Y'all see how I was moving. I'm pretty sure it may probably benefited in a way. We had good conversation, or me, myself, and I had good conversation. Cause I ain't have too much going on with the people in the chat. Throw a little curry on there, a little lemon pepper. Massage that mug in there real quick. Time out. Add a little butter. I don't have no lemon, so I had to add some lemon pepper. Ooh. Yeah, great value. I ain't made it big time. What I want to do? I really want to add some butter, but I'm gonna add that later. Let me just rub this in. Rub this on in here. Flip it back over. Make sure it's good and seasoned through. And I don't cook like your ordinary chef. Whoever you used to watching and tuning into, whether it be yourself or whoever. Once again, I learned this from me. I don't sit on no cooking channels trying to figure it out. I should, but I don't. I ain't gonna say self-taught people do it better, but one thing about it, if we ain't got the ingredients that they typically use, we know how to improvise. So imagine what they did back in the day. Well, they just so happened to see a darn pig and killed a pig and had to figure out how you supposed to eat it or how you supposed to season it. Guess what they did? Improvise. They didn't know that word back then, but they found that. They found that. I keep checking up here because I want to see if I'm being watched, which I know YouTube is, because once again, they're going to scan through the video or do their little AI system and stuff like that. Make sure I ain't saying nothing wrong or I ain't showing nothing I ain't got no business showing. So somebody's watching. But, I'm trying to see how often I be talking to myself. But it's crazy because I had anxiety and I always do that, which is interesting to me. That's why you have to be in tune with yourself so you know why your body responds the way that it responds. Like, is it something that you're used to, something that you're not used to? If you are used to it, then like, how does it feel to you? Like, you have to feel everything. Feeling is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't a thing for us, then when we see the sun outside, we wouldn't feel the rays. We don't see the rays, but we feel them, which lets us know that the sun is hot. You get what I'm saying? So whenever you have feelings, no matter how minor or they are, you know, you have to acknowledge those feelings. Why do I feel like this? And then find out, you know, first of all, what caused it? When you feel it, why do I feel like this? You have to question yourself. This is when you go inside and, you know, analyze or scrutinize what the situation, like what's going on. This person came around me and then I just started feeling a little ugh. Now, mind you, it could just be you and your anxiety. You may just be an empath, or you may just be so to yourself that you don't really care to be around other people. And this is why they break it down to energies or whatever. Somebody come around you like, ugh, cringe or whatever. You don't really want to be around them. And it might just be the energy. I'm not sure because I don't see these energies. I just know how I feel. And sometimes when I feel that way, I don't, you know, it don't just be me, which I done had this conversation one time before, but it don't just be me. Yeah, so it don't just be me. Sometimes it just be because I would have to go ask somebody later on and be like, you remember when such and such, or when this happened, like, you ain't feel crazy? And they be like, yeah, I kind of, and I be like, oh, okay, I knew I wasn't tripping, but that's just something that, you know, solidifies the idea of energies. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be something in the atmosphere where this person is just a little off, or I'm a little off, and I need to know. But once again, when I feel that way, I always sit and think to myself like, Why I feel like that? Maybe I'm uncomfortable because I'm not used to being around this person. Maybe it's just the vibe that this person is giving. Because vibe is another term for energies. You know what I'm saying? Vibrations. You get what I'm saying? It's a vibe. Yeah, the vibe is smooth. Everything is easy going. But once that, if you can visualize, because I'm a visual thinker, a visual learner, but at the same time, I do need to be hands-on with stuff in order for me to actually register it. So anyway, if you think about the vibrations, now picture it with me. We're finna use telekinesis right now. So if you picture the vibrations or the vibe, vibrations are kind of like, what is it called? You know, when you're in a hospital and they have which our heart has a rhythm. You know, everything is, it has some form of a rhythm. It has some form of a vibration. You know what I'm saying? Even our voice, when we vocalize, if you have, I don't know what they're called. Once again, I'm not that big on a whole lot of words, but if you know it, then you know it. And if you want to enlighten all of us, then enlighten us. You ain't got to go to the moon and back. Just enlighten. It's just that simple. So, or you ain't got to go to hell and back, because most of the comments that come out when people don't know something is just, it's just lower level type stuff. It's just low vibrational type of stuff. That's what I'm gonna say. So that, whatever that is, that monitors your heart rate and stuff like that, it gives that type of symbol. So when your vibration, or when you're vibing, it's a consistent boom, boom, everything is good. Somebody scale, boom, it's like, you know, it shoots up, down, and it's out of whack, you know, and then it smooths out when you back mellow. So we all have these vibrations, we all have these energies and stuff like that, but you have to be a little more in tune with yourself to understand or overstand and understand what these energies mean for you. You know, whether you feel them on your own, when you feel low vibrational, when you want to do something you know you ain't got no business doing and stuff like that. Have this have the discernment or the understanding to know that this is something that you have to consult with God about. And I do that because, like, he gave us a spirit, you know what I'm saying? The Holy Spirit. And with the Holy Spirit, which I have to reflect or go to the Bible when I say stuff like this, with the Holy Spirit, it offers you the spirit of discernment. You know what I'm saying? Those are the gifts of the Spirit. That's a part of the gift of the Spirit. Love, compassion, discernment above all things. And it's other things too, you know. But when you out here making decisions and choices in this world that has to do with other people, you want to have that discernment, you know what I'm saying, so you can decipher what's going on or what you need to do next. You get what I'm saying? So when you have these low vibrational thoughts and things like that, and you like, oh, I'm gonna go rob them. Why? Because you do have a spirit. If you don't have no spirit checking you at the door when you have that thought, then you're heartless. And I hate to say that, but with thoughts like that, robbing somebody, killing somebody, you're heartless. Your soul is not intact. You know what I'm saying? Because you should never want to take another person up out of here. You know? Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, because I was going to say that's not your God-given right. But the fact that we were given these bodies, given, you know, the devices or the instruments to do so, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's your God-given right, but it is your man-given right. You as a man, you know, to do what you want to do. We was given this free will, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do, but just know that everything that you do, you know, it'll reflect. Whether it be for the positive, whether it be for the negative, you get consequences and repercussions either way. You're going to get them. You know what I'm saying? They call it karma, but really this is what you're putting out into the atmosphere. It comes back around. It might not be the same way that you dished it out, but it does come back around. It might be your people acting funny with you, your people doing you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Just all kinds of stuff. But you got to pay attention in life in order for you to see it the way when they come around. I think I gave this enough time to just soak. You know what I'm saying? I think I did. We're going to let it soak some more in this oven. So I got it on 350 right now. But I'm going to turn it up to like 400. I know it shouldn't take that long for this down in the clip. Doesn't take that long. I still gotta throw my baby some baked beans in the pot because she's real funny. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I don't finish the meal. Get this salmon cooked. I said I was gonna make cornbread. And what's crazy is that I still got my pan out, so that lets me know that this cornbread might as well be made. But while I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I think I'm gonna go ahead and post the video because I have not been posting in a minute, and I'm not sure if somebody else might need to hear that last part. But yeah, I'm out of here. God bless. Y'all take care. I'll be spontaneous when I pop up on this live because my heart be like boom, 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 boom. My heart be, that little Rick, dang, what is it called? I can't call it, but y'all heard me. I was close. Richter scale. I cannot, but that, my heart be, I don't see, I think that people are really, 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 really comfortable with themselves and really don't give too many cares when they get on live. Either that or they just addicted to it and they don't really think too much of it. But for me personally, because I'm not a people person, I mean, I'm a people person to a certain extent, but I don't really like, this whole social media. I don't be in large gatherings. When you see me most of the time, I'm to myself. I'm reserved. I'm with my kids. I'm with my people every now and then. But I'm not no big people person. Empath is what I am, So you won't see me too much just out here and when I used to do it, I still was kind of an empath then. I'd be out there having fun with my homegirl, my club hopping hoochies is what I used to call them. It was just us three. I ain't, I wasn't too big on too many other people, you know what I'm saying? But we was close. So, yeah, when people be doing these lives, man, once again, my hat always go off to them because it's like, either you was built for this, you love it, or something. But me personally, in these lives, my nerves be bad every time. They be bad every time. It never fails. But, yeah, that's all I have. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'm out.